Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and welcome back to Happy Hoya-Days. If you are new here, take a moment, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. We're talking about a different Hoya each day in December and you won't want to miss out on tomorrow's Hoya. So today's Hoya is the Hoya Carnosa, probably one of the more common, more readily available Hoyas. And I actually have two examples here. So this is kind of my bigger Hoya Carnosa. And then I also have a small one here in my semi-hydroponics. So you can see the leaves are pretty similar on these two, especially the new growth once it's here in my house. The leaves tend to be pretty similar, but there is a little bit of variety or a little bit of variation within the Hoya Carnosa family. So I wanted to just kind of have both of these here so you could see the difference. So the Hoya Carnosa is probably the most common Hoya, especially in the United States, one that's fairly easy to find, and it's actually kind of the base for a lot of different varieties of Hoya. So we talked already about the Hoya Carnosa compacta or the Hindu rope. That kind of starts from this variety, as well as the Chelsea, the Crinkle 8, many more start with kind of a Carnosa type base, and they are kind of bred and varieties are created from there. So the Hoya Carnosa is found all over in that South Pacific region. You might find it kind of in the north of Australia. You might find it kind of in the South Pacific or the south part of Asia. So really a very common, very prolific grower. It was first described about 200 years ago, so it's one that's been around for a while, one that has been grown in homes, in conservatories, things like that for a very long time. So a tried and true Hoya, one that's really easy to grow. So the care of the Hoya Carnosa, again, goes back to some of that basic Hoya care. I'll make sure I link my basic Hoya care video for you guys. It likes that well-draining soil, lots of orchid bark, lots of perlite in there, things that get the nice air going through the roots. I also tend to let this one dry out quite a bit between waterings, probably 2 to 3 days of that soil being completely dry. Again, the leaves on this one are nice and sturdy, so if you kind of give them a little squeeze and they're starting to feel a little bit limp or they're starting to get a little wrinkly here on the underside, that's another really great clue, a way that you can tell that the Hoya actually does need to be watered. So as far as light requirements go for this one, it can tolerate quite a bit. I have some that gets a little bit of direct sun or some bright indirect light. I also have one that kind of gets a little bit more of a true medium light, and it really puts up with a lot. It does tend to vine and tendril, so you'll see it puts on a long shoot. This one actually was a long bare shoot first before it put on any leaves on this one, so it's one that will reach for things and it just thrives no matter where you put it. The flowers on the Hoya Carnosa can vary a little bit depending on the variety. They can range anywhere from kind of a soft white, really soft pale pink to a little bit more of a strong pink. They tend to stay in that light to medium pink range. And I'll make sure I insert a picture. This one isn't in bloom, as most of them aren't, but I'll insert that picture so you can see kind of what those flowers look like. So again, really short and sweet here on the Hoya Carnosa, one that is really fantastic if you were just starting out in the Hoya kingdom. You want one that's relatively easy to get a hold of and that will take a little bit of abuse so that you can figure out Hoya Care. The Hoya Carnosa is one that I strongly recommend starting with. You can get a hold of one pretty much anywhere and give it a test, see how you like growing Hoyas. That does it for today's video, and I hope you guys are enjoying this series. If you are, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you leave a comment for me in the comments down below, and I will see you guys tomorrow with another Hoya. Bye.